Hey y'all, it's Rufo Triss. Came up today to the Maxfield mine, check out this historical site. I've always wanted to check it out and driven by it many times. Looks like we just had a flash flood up here in the last couple days. It's been a lot of warnings recently, but I checked the weather. We got no clouds, no rain. Clear blue sky day. But you can see I'm standing in a flash flood zone. This all just came down recently, so let's see if we can't find some pyrite specimens. Got a couple little bits here. A little flashy. Don't know if I can show that. Oh, there we go. See that sparkle? Little micro bits of pyrite in some of that, but we're gonna see what we can find and keep our eyes on the sky and get out of here if we get any clouds today. It is flash flood season here in Utah. I'm up in Big Cottonwood Canyon, if you don't know where the Maxfield mine is. And let me flip the camera around and give you a look at the place. So first off, here's our little flash flood zone. You can see it ran through here. There's a few spots up and down the canyon. It ran across the road. Definitely not something you want to be caught in. Came walking over here because there's just one rock up there. It's a different color. As it get closer, it's not exciting. But I always like to check out stuff that stands out from the rest. Snake territory. Watch our step. Check that out. I love the like striations in the rock like that. That's cool. I don't know everything that forms up here, but I know we're looking for a couple forms of pyrite. I'm not sure if we're looking for like a rhyolite, granodiorite, or what our host rock is. See down in there, there's something that looks like granodiorite. Sorry, there's gonna be a lot of trucks passing by. All right, I'm gonna put the phone down and scuttle up this. Bring you in if I find something. So one thing a lot of locals will know about these mountains up Cottonwood Canyon, as you drive up and down, you can see the layers just turned sideways. So every like 30, 50 feet you move this direction, you're in a new layer. A lot of this that's exposed up there, you can just see the bedrock layers like this. Or you'd think it's laid like this, but you know, it was laid down however long ago and flipped up on its sides. I'll show you a little bit as we're leaving the canyon here today, and you can see the layers just flipped vertical. So anyway, point of that, there's a lot of different material you find up here. And you just never know what you're gonna find. A lot of different kind of stuff. I just picked this up. Looks like an ash flow. I hadn't seen any other layers in this area that look like ash flow. It's kind of light pumicey scratches. You can see a little bit there. Maybe what I'm talking about right there. This makes me think like it was ash, but it's also got some little quartz druzy. It's kind of cool. Not what we're here for today. I'm not trying to keep much of anything if I do. I just want to check out the Maxfield mine, somewhere I've never been. See if we can find some pyrite. Be kind of cool. So, we're gonna scuttle up the trail there. I don't know why I keep saying scuttle. Good old South Park, scuttlebutt. We're gonna get up there, go in the trees. The mine is a 5-minute walk up there, if that. So, let me get down this and we'll start heading up the trail. I've made it a whole 5 feet before I had to pull the camera back out. That's kind of cool. It is split. I don't have my hammer on me, but kind of want to see inside. That's like a quartz layer. Sandstone, quartz, sand, more quartzy sand, and then, that's kind of cool. Sure, a lot of fun, interesting rocks here. Could spend all day just picking at this. Oh hey, more of those shells that I found a little further down the canyon the other day in the video of Cottonwood Canyon before this. Same kind of shells. Definitely lots of them in this mountain range. Wonder what kind of fossils we could find. Alright, so I'm up on the trailhead now. I was just right over there walking on that stuff, came back over. But here you can see a little bit more what I was talking about. It's hard with my zoom, but those layers there are vertical going straight up. And then a little bit closer here you can see that whiter layer. Yeah, same with up there. My zoom's not doing it too much justice, but interesting layers. But we're gonna start walking up this. See a lot of interesting stuff here. Let's go see what someone was digging. All right, so y'all ready for this? Call me a fool if you will, but I thought I saw a gold nugget on the ground, even though I know I'm here for pyrite. Saw these little nuggies on the ground. I was like, oh, gold! But yeah, some pyrite. This one has some little cubes on it. Tiny pyrite cubes. We'll keep these since they're my first finds of the day. Got a little pouch for them. And I'll show you a little macro of that later. But that's kind of funny. I was like, gold! Oh my gosh! I know what I'm looking for up here. We came to check out the pyrite mine. This is Maxfield mine. See if we can find some bigger pieces of pyrite. But I'm really here just to check it out. I'm not trying to collect specimens today. Just never been and always wanted to come up here. Lived in Utah for 24 years and never made it up to a lot of the historic mines that I wanted to check out. Now that I'm seeing it, there's just pyrite all over the ground. Little sparkles of fool's gold everywhere. I don't know how big it gets here. I'll do a little research. Maybe put a picture in showing some of the good stuff that's come out of this area. Or maybe I'll find a good one. Well, I'm gonna put these bits away, look around a bit more, and maybe record a time lapse in the meantime. Bring y'all back in shortly. Maybe hike up there, up into those rocks. See what's up that way. Or at the next dump site over there. You can see they've pushed rocks over the hill through those trees. All right, back to it. Alrighty, well, because this is a mining site, my hopes aren't too high. We got something in here. So pyrite does not set this guy off, obviously. But something is. Oh geez. None of the other ground is setting it off, so I'm not thinking I'm getting like that the ground is hot. Because nowhere else does it do this. Oh. Oh no. Signs of fire. So actually, this could have been a fire pit. We might be looking for some good old aluminum. I don't think we have some record-setting gold nugget in here. Oh, or my batteries are dying. Okay, well, we got a hit in my hand. Oh, box nail. That's kind of cool. Not really, but... Wow, is my detector going off everywhere just for that box nail? This thing's more sensitive than I thought. It was picking up like 6-inch radius here. Just got another buzz. There it is. I'll keep that nail. Probably more nails, but I don't mind removing trash. Trash. And there's another nail. That almost looks like a horseshoe nail. Yeah, okay, well, you guys don't want to see this. I'm gonna pick out a few nails. Yep, for my trash pile. There's just a bunch of nails right here. Probably something from the mining op. I'll try and pack up some of this trash out with me and show you guys something a little more fun than this. All right, so I still haven't locked down the exact host rock that this pyrite's coming out of, other than that one sample I found. Trying to look for other stuff like that, can't really see it, but seeing plenty of pyrite just on the ground. Man, imagine if you didn't know what you were looking at and you thought this was gold. That would be funny. Oh wait, I did that a minute ago. Sorry, that was just stupid. I can't stop laughing at myself for that. Oh, that was good. Good. Dummery. I'm gonna keep picking around and see if we can't figure out where that pyrite is coming out of. It's just everywhere. Just loosely sitting. Come on, focus. Focus. Just sitting everywhere. Let me look around where people have been digging into. There's definitely some holes in there. Oh, there's some really white quartz in this hole. Kind of spidery hole, no thank you. Alrighty, I'm wasting footage time here. I'll be back. There's a cool little specimen I just found. Picked up a few pieces off the ground here too, so maybe I'll look around right here for a minute. Move some of these big rocks. Look around a wee bit. Just lots of little pyrite everywhere. Oh, turning over mud and it's just tons of pyrite. Can you see it all? There's one, there's one, there's one, there's one, there's one. Picked up another one. It's just tons of pyrite in the soil right here. I didn't bring my sifter. Ooh, there's a good one. Did not bring a classifier. Oh, the longer I actually just sit here, I'm starting to like really see it pop out. Big pieces everywhere as my eyes have adjusted to taking my sunglasses off. Okay, well, I'm gonna poke around here for a minute and show you all what I pick up. I'll leave most of it on a rock sitting somewhere for someone else to find. I like doing that now. Oh, is that a crystal? Hold up. I think I didn't put the camera down. Hold on. What? Okay. So we've got crystal points out here. I did not know that. Look at that little guy. Look at that beautiful little crystal. Okay. Well, that changes the game. We're looking for vugs, too, of crystals. Maybe that's what people were digging up in there for. Maybe this migrated from out of that hole. Okay, well, I'm gonna set up, or not set up the camera, put down the camera. Get digging into this, see if we find some more of those crystal points and any cool pyrite specimens. And then I'm gonna get walking back up the hill and film a little more of a hike, check out some other spots, and hike up this canyon a mile or two and probably call it good for the day. Okay, not doing bad. Got some bigger pieces of pyrite here. Gonna have to clean them up. A lot of chunks of that fool's gold. And then all the rocks are some specimens with some pyrite in it. Except this one. Just a kind of different kind of quartz that was up here. Maybe not even quartz. Huh. Feels pretty soft. But then this. Another one that got me. I know there's still gold in these mountains. Busted that little piece of quartz and I just thought it was little bits of gold in there. But I don't think so. Pretty sure my metal detector would have picked it up if that was actually gold. So shiny. And I'm in the shade. So I just thought, hey, that's shiny in the shade, maybe it's actually gold, but no. Tiny pyrites. Sure wouldn't mind finding some gold though. Non-fool's gold, that is. Cool, I'm gonna take a little break. I think walk back to my car. Got some wind coming in, been watching the clouds. Got a few forming above me. Gotta watch for those flash floods. It's only been like 30, 45 minutes and those clouds formed out of nowhere. But I look up every 5 or 10 minutes. Woo, the wind is taking my hat away. Okay, all right, I'm gonna walk down to the car. Maybe poke into some of these cliff faces. And then come back up and go check out that side and see if we got anything bigger than that there. I was just expanding this hole that someone had been digging in a little bit. That's where I found most of those big ones. Just pulling stuff out of the hole and checking it all. So, as if there's not enough good reasons to backfill your hole, here's another one. Don't know what I was trying to say. Best find of the day, right here. Look at that big one. Solid pyrite. That'll clean up nice. Then also these. Found these while backfilling my hole. Like mica. Almost thought it was galena for a sec. It's really heavy. Feels like I'm holding a piece of lead. Like this rock feels like it's like 5 times heavier than it should be. But I don't think that's galena. Just mica and pyrite or something, but popped that one open. And I found that and a couple more really big ones while backfilling my hole. Plus, it was a hole that was already here, and so I'm just doing someone else's work. So maybe I'll go over here and backfill their other holes and see if I find something else too. Because they sure left a lot of them all over the place. I still haven't taken my break. I wanted to fill this up before I went back to my car, so finish leveling this off. Not just fill it up, but, you know, make it even with the ground and follow the slope if you can. All that good stuff. All right. Break time. So I was on my way back down to the car and something caught my eye. That's really silvery and rusted. With some pyrite in there. And then I found a piece of pyrite that's super golden. Look at that. next to regular piece of pyrite, the one at the very bottom, regular colored pyrite and super golden pyrite. Now that is what I would call fool's gold. I've heard pyrite can actually have some gold content in it. So I wonder with how golden color that is, if we melted that down, if we'd get a little gold. That's crazy. That looks pretty cool. See if we can find some more of that golden pyrite out here after my lunch break. Of course, it's already been like 30 minutes since I said I was gonna take a break, and I keep getting down towards the car and finding more pyrite, and these big ones just loaded with pyrite. This one's got something else going on in it. It's like a mica, but denser. I don't know. Might have to take this big sample home. Get some shots of the little cubes on there. It's kind of cool. Alright, I'll try and get to the car one of these days. Nice big one with my hammer next to it for scale. Some big chunkers in there. All right, little break is over. Got some light clouds moving in. We'll keep an eye on that. Watch for flash floods. You can see where, here's the trail. There's a normal creek. Came down, and right there it actually washed the trail out. All that. So, let's take a minute to talk about safety. One thing, in some areas like this in Utah, there are unexploded ordinances. They're used for avalanche control, and if you see them, do not touch them. Almost always yellow or orange in color on them. I have found one before. You do not ever touch them unless you have a real death wish. On top of that, there is a website you can go on to, and you can see where the wolf population has recently been tracked. All the wolves in Idaho, Oregon, that area up there have tracker collars, and you can get daily updates on where they're at. Within a day or two, it shows their locations. Can't get live updates because, you know, got to keep poachers away. Unfortunately, we don't have the same thing for bears. And here in Utah, in this area, I'm much, much more worried about bears than anything else. There's a couple mountain lions I've seen up here, but they kind of keep their distance. I've not had issues with them, but the bears will come check you out. So, on the subject of safety, safety in numbers is good, having protection is good. Unfortunately, I don't have any real protection today other than a big knife and a loud scream. Try and scare anything off if we see something. And no, I'm not going to go into all the what to do if you run into a bear. That's it for my safety crap today. I'm alone, so this stuff's always on my mind. Always watching these clouds. Always watching the tree lines. Always no headphones. Especially when I'm out here alone, I never have headphones on. How you gonna hear bears sneaking up on you with headphones blasting? You're not. Oh, we can see this other side. People were really digging. Oh, check out this tree. That's wild. I wonder if this is washed out from a combination of people digging and flash floods. Oh, sorry, this is rough to walk up. Okay. Wow. Looks like the dirt went that high at one point and it just either got dug out or kept getting washed out. I have a feeling it's a bit of both. People digging for crystals and pyrite. That's pretty cool though. Wild. These two trees are just almost don't look like they should be standing. They're not that big, but some heavy wind might bring these guys down one day. Ooh, speaking of wind, that feels like a nice cool breeze. Oh yeah. Oh, more flash flood signs. Luckily we got a lot of high ground up here, and if a flash flood came through, I'd be probably gripping onto one of those trees up in the middle of this hill. But not that worried today, looking pretty clear. Whoa, what do we get here? Interesting. Look at that. It's pretty cool. Not sure. We're up at the other spot now. Definitely some slightly different material. A lot of the same rusty stuff, but I'm seeing a lot more crystals. Look at this. Look at that. Nice little point. A partial citrine. Well, that's cool. I'd like to find some big chunks of those crystals, huh? For anyone actually watching at this point. I got onto the stupid TikTok. I know I said I wouldn't. But, you know, trying to promote the channel a little more, get it up to 500 subs so we can do that giveaway. Y'all should share this around. When we hit that 500 subs, I'm going to be giving away some gold, some rocks that I found in my adventures, a couple cabochons that I've made, maybe throw in some of this pyrite. There's a giveaway. It is free. I'm not selling anything for this. However, I'm thinking of doing a raffle on the side, like $2 to $5 entries for a raffle for like one really cool cabochon that I haven't shown y'all yet, or possibly some smoky quartz points. Interesting. Oh, someone digging down there. Getting really deep under these trees. I'm not really a fan of that. I don't like disturbing nature like that. My channel's about reconnecting with nature, not destroying it. Rooted prospecting, which became rooted Rockhound, has a meaning. Ooh. That's crazy. Look at the sandstone. The way the softer bits wear away. I always love how that looks. Yeah, if y'all even care for my ramblings, you know, the rooted prospecting, rooted Rockhound idea is got a lot of meaning behind it. If you've read my bio on my actual YouTube page, it's partly because of COVID. I got back out to nature, but I've found myself way too enthralled with technology the last decade. Got way heavy into gaming. I did competitive gaming for a while. I did MLG. I did some stuff here and there with the gaming, and I still do a little bit. No competitive stuff anymore, other than a little Rocket League for fun, but I was just getting tired of not having any nature in my life and being sucked into this technological world, and holy cow, look, this is better than any video game ever. Minecraft, you can't pick this up and hold it. Whoa. Hello. I'm still sitting here carrying around that one I found earlier, that little point. But then we find this. All right, you're going in my bag. That is a take-home piece. Wow. Anyway, back on with my rant. I just wanted to get back out to nature. I grew up with my dad giving me a true appreciation for nature and camping and hunting. And I'm very appreciative of that. Because without that, I think I'd still be stuck in the technology and not really care about nature and the world the way that I do. I want to have found a love and connection with the outdoors. Probably still be doing competitive gaming. Wow, I didn't even notice that dead carcass right in front of me. So old and dry. Massive. Deer or elk? Whew, it's a big one. Oh yeah, that's elk, I think. Whew. Alright, let's move out of this spot. I couldn't smell it till just now. The wind is from my back blowing up the hill and just kind of swirled around and gave me a good old whiff of dead animal. But hey, that's a part of nature, huh? Okay, this area is pretty cool. Got some little druzy type vugs in here, kinda. Not quite druzy, but some points. Oh, I'm gonna put the camera down, get my backpack open, and get this really cool one put away. See if I got anything left to pad it in my bag so it don't break apart. All right, it's been another hour. Bring y'all back in. Looks like someone was digging something up out of the cliffside here I was hiking up to. Just hiked up all that. I'll show y'all a couple really cool crystals I picked up. Probably at the end, because I already put them in my backpack. I'm gonna go wash them off, rinse them off. Oh, let's see what's in this hole. See if we can find what people are digging for here. Whew. Steeper than it looks. Okay. Oh, interesting. Wonder what they're getting into. I'm gonna put the camera down and examine all these crevices, cracks, and vugs and see if there's anything I can notice. They might just be getting ore. A lot of kinds of ore rock in here, and maybe they're just pulling that stuff out to go crush it. Smelt it. I don't know. I'm gonna check it out. So I'm not seeing anything up in here that people would be removing, but I see a whole lot of this same crushed stuff. Let me show you close up. It's got dendrites in this rock, but fairly soft. I think it's just moss that grew in cracks or something, but I really can't tell what people are getting at in here. Yet to find anything that seems to be collectible. So they could just be getting some kind of ore and smelting it down or something. I am unsure. My metal detector's not going off on any of it. But that doesn't mean there's nothing in there. Curious. Guess I'll never know. Off to the next spot and keep exploring. So, all the pyrite I found is right over on that hill, right there, 20 yards away. No pyrite whatsoever in the soil over here. As I was talking about, the layers are just so different and vertical out here. And over here, got a bunch of quartz material, citrine, something or other. Some just little quartz points. None of them were overly exciting, minus this one. This one was pretty cool. Squirt these guys with a little water and see if we can clean them up a little bit. Oh, wow. Oh, that's a good one too. All right, 2 take-homes for sure here. Sweet. Cool. Well, I'll let these dry up for a minute while I look around. Should only take a second to dry. That's pretty cool. A lot of crystals in there. Poke my head around here for a few more minutes and probably got to call it a day. All right, I left a few samples of the quartz with the nice crystals on there. And over here I'll leave some pyrite cubes. If y'all find yourself wanting to come up to the Maxfield mine, maybe you'll find the goodies I leave. I like to do it. I've seen other people doing it. And it kind of lets other people know what they're looking for. You come up and you see a little rock loaded up with some crystals like this. Maybe some pyrite, maybe some ore rock. Then you know what you're looking for. Oh, focus you. Sure, a lot of rust-colored stuff here. None of it sets off my detector. I'd kind of like to take some home, crush it up, and play with it in the gold pan, but I just don't have the energy. We're about to drive to New York in a few days. It's going to be quite the road trip. It's going to be a long drive. Post some updates on YouTube of the drive, as well as TikTok since I'm on there now. Y'all should follow me. Rufo Tris, Rooted Rockhound, same as here, same as everywhere. Anywhere you can find me as Rufo Tris. Alright, back to the pyrite area. Like I said, it's only like 20 yards away. As soon as we start coming up this hill right here, I start seeing pyrite in the ground. But nothing over there, which is just so interesting. Yep, I'm already seeing little bits and pieces. Camera's probably not picking it up. Get up here and look around for a few more minutes, maybe find a big cube of pyrite and call it a day. Lots of very interesting stuff here. You wonder what's in there if you crush it up. Just had some fresh rain up here, so I'm hoping some rain exposed some colors here, some pyrite and such. Already saw some shining on the surface earlier. Sure makes the search a lot easier. Oop, what a slip. Looks like people are digging all up under the bench here. Huh. Wonder if that's where they're getting the bulk of the pyrite out. Didn't come up here before. Oh yeah. All along this. Huh, cool. Well, we'll poke around for a few more minutes and get back to you. I don't see what they were digging at here other than maybe some crystal points. But, as I stated earlier, I don't like to dig into roots. So someone was up here recently. I see a few fresh bits of dirt here and there where it looks like people have recently dug. Like even maybe since it rained a few days ago. It's a very well-known spot. It's on all the Utah rockhounding maps, as well as historical sites to see, because this is the historic Maxfield mine. Although I've not seen an actual mine shaft anywhere if there was one. Not really sure what kind of mine operation they had going here. Oh, this tree's turned over, so don't know that I'd feel bad about getting under here. Though I don't know that I really have much more energy today. Done a lot of digging and gotta hike back down to the car. Not that it's much, but carrying some rocks too. Ooh. Look at this big pit. Okay. Someone's definitely finding something good here. It's one of the biggest holes in the pyrite area I've seen. I looked down here and I just flipped one rock over. And then check this out. Ooh, those crystal points. Look at that. That's a keeper. This looks like we got crystals and pyrite over on this side. Or I just wasn't going deep enough for the pyrite when I was 20 yards over. That's pretty cool. Crystal. Clean that up a little bit. And dig around a bit here. All right, I broke that last one up a little bit. This looks like nothing too exciting. Cool little crystals there. But broke off a lot of the junky rock off there to keep just that. Might break off more of this chunk if I can. Actually, might be more that we open up in there. 'Cause I would like to take home less weight. Ooh, that's no fun. I was sticking my hand down in there, digging around, and this big sucker jumped out at me. He was not too happy I was getting in his hole. All right, nearly 5 hours up here today. Got quite a few samples of pyrite. And ended up getting some nice drusies here. Some quartz points. Some nice pyrite. Some really golden yellow pyrite in there. Some cool big samples of pyrite that'll clean up nice. And then keep finding bits of this. Not a lot of it, little bits here and there, but it is the heaviest rock out here. Like, this is heavy like lead. Weighs tons. Like, this rock, look, this rock with the pyrite weighs as much as this rock right here. I think it's like a ore with possible lead in it, or galena, or something really heavy. I think I'm gonna take a couple pieces home to test out, because I can't believe how heavy this is. Feels like I'm holding a stone 5 times this size. I mean, my brain could be playing tricks on me after using the hammer and pickaxe all day, but this guy, bigger, with the pyrite, feels lighter than this guy here. Crazy. I could be totally crazy. Let's see what it looks like on the scale. I'll insert that here. All right. Had a pretty fun day up here. Spent like 5 hours digging around for some pyrite. And we got some quartz points. They looked kind of like citrine, but I'm now thinking they're just stained. A little rust or sun staining turned them kind of yellow. But all in all, it was a good day. Good hike. Coming down the mountain now. Back to the car. And call it a day. Gonna go home, get some close-ups and some good pictures of this to put in the video for y'all. And work on getting my other video finished. Sorry I'm not as exciting these days. I'm about to move to New York. I got a lot on my mind. Out of here in a few more days. Today is Wednesday. No, today's Thursday. And we will be heading to New York Sunday. Gonna be a 5-day drive, make a couple stops in a few places. Woo! Slipping and sliding. But yeah, stay tuned. I'll show you lots of bits and clips from my trip. And do a little rock hounding along the way if we can. Find some spots. Stay tuned, y'all. Have a good one. Collected a little bit of pyrite today. Lots of little pyrite goodies in here. Some little crystal bits as well. See some crystal points here and there. As well as this awesome piece here. Forgot to show this one. It was still inside. This is the biggest solid pyrite find of the day. I would like to thank you all for watching this very long video, and if you like these longer ones, please let me know in the comments below. If you prefer the much shorter videos and you'd rather have seen this as a 2-part video, also let me know. And in the future going forward, I'll try and cater to what my regular viewers prefer to see. Again, thank you all for joining me on this awesome journey. I just wanted to show as much of it as possible, which is why it led to be such a long video. But until next time, enjoy these last few shots of the pyrite and mystery cubic ore I found, and we'll see y'all around.